Shalom, Elder Dabada. Shalom, brother. Rakatah Yahab Bashim El Shah. Shalom. The yellow kicks. Okay. Hey, Shalom. This car here on the right. All right, Shalom. Shalom to the brother Richard. Shalom, Ak. See you back on there. That's good. That's good. Shalom to the sister Rebecca. Hey, Shalom, Tahawam. Enos, the brother Enos. Right? It used to be Mystery Man. Enos, Shalom, bro. Shalom to all you brothers and sisters. All right, we don't got no topic tonight, but I think I was thinking about 2nd Ezra, 4th chapter, maybe starting there. We'll see. We'll just go with the flow. All right. As always, we're back out here another day, all through the spirit of Yahweh and the Son Yahweh Shai. Lord willing, I don't want to reconcile y'all. The audio is good. Shalom, shalom. Let us know. Thumbs up. Give us a good. The audio is good. We out here another day all through the spirit. Shalom to the brother Yakamaoya and to the brother Angel Padilla. Hey, Yahweh Shemiyah Shabrakatah, Barakatham. Call Bakariam, all you believing brothers and sisters. We out here another day all through the spirit of Yahweh Shemiyah Shah, who's the God of heaven and earth, whose name is Yahweh, the Most High God, right? Who people call Jehovah, Bahashem, which means in the name, Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai HaMashiach is the name of the anointed Savior, who the world calls Jesus Christ. So we're out here to preach the word of the Most High God and His Son Yahweh Shai, right? In spirit through. In spirit, supremely through. Yeah, this is crazy. In spirit, look at
yeah, he's finished.
In spirit and in truth.
Yeah.
Right? In spirit and in truth. If the water Yahweh Shai for this truth, well, we could be like some of these people that are out here that are bugged out. So if the water Yahweh Shai and Tawab, everything good. And Barakatah Yahweh Shemiyah Shai. I think I see the brother Amoth just went live. Oh, think he just went live? Okay. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So with that, we'll go ahead and jump into it. Go get it and come back with it as we always do. We want to give all praises, even the honor and glory to the God of heaven and earth. Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. All praises be to the Most High God, Yahweh, and His Son, whose name is Yahweh Shai. The Wadi Yahweh and the Wadi Yahweh Shai. Right? As always, them Yad, Wala Kwatazap. Right, and unto the end. So the Wadi Yahweh Shemiyah Shai for this truth, this understanding, this knowledge, and the gift of faith to be able to come out and stand on 10, stand on business, stand on His word. That's right. Right. And there's no greater privilege or blessing than to have this understanding. Right. This is the greatest privilege and blessing is to have this truth. Right. Honors be to the elect elders. They're laboring in the four corners of the earth in truth and in sincerity. Barakyam La Habayaf Madabada. Blessings to the house of David, which are all you brothers is laboring in truth and in sincerity. And Barakyam Thamyad Call Bakariam Akim Akwaf Wabanyam. Brothers and sisters and children. That's of the elect. We're out here laboring in hopes of being of the elect and to gather the elect. That's the believers, right? The Bakariam, as they're known in the scriptures. Right? And we're out here another day, so we pray that you brothers and sisters are edified as always, and that that this message reaches you and gives you comfort of mind and spirit. Now, we didn't really have anything, but I was thinking here, let's go start at 2nd Ezra. Let's start at 2nd Ezra 2, actually. Let's just maneuver, and we'll just go and see kind of where the spirit's going to take us, and just go from there.
Shalom, brother.
Hey, you people, Hey, go ahead and zap them, man. Just go ahead and zap them. Baba Kusha. Yeah. Moderators, go ahead and take care of that. We're about to get going. So we'll start 2nd Ezra 2. We'll start from the top. We'll just kind of go from there, read on down, and just see kind of what happens from there.
Yep, 2nd Ezra chapter 2 and verse 1. Thus said the out of one Yahweh, I brought this people out of bondage, and I gave them my commandments by my servants, the prophets, whom they would not hear, but despise my counsels.
Yep, that's our people.
Yep.
They all throughout the scriptures, the Israelites continue to despise the words of truth, despise the covenant, despise the men of the Lord. They despise the counsel of the Adonai. Go ahead.
Continuing on, and it reads, the mother that bare them said unto them, Go your way, you children, for I am a widow and forsaken.
Yeah, so wisdom, which is like our mother, let's get that in Sirach, the 15th chapter.
Gotcha. Yeah.
We'll start at the top. We'll point about 3 we know, but
yeah,
we'll start at the top. So the mother, which is wisdom, right? It says that it's like a widow forsaken.
Right.
Right? We were forsaken. The mother that bare them saith unto them, Go your way, ye children. Thinking about the children of the Most High, the Israelites. For I am a widow forsaken. Right? So wisdom being taken from our people was sort of like a divorcement. Right? So like Israel being divorced and Israel not dwelling with the wisdom was sort of like she was forsaken. Right? Our people. Go ahead.
Yep. So Sirach, chapter 15 and verse 1.
Yep.
He that feareth the Adonai Yahweh will do good, and he that have the knowledge of the law shall obtain her.
Her is the wisdom, those that have the knowledge of law. So when the knowledge of the truth was taken away from our people, they couldn't obtain this truth, right? That was that period of time, that 350 years time period, right?
And as a mother shall she meet him.
See, the mother, our mother is like a mother when we are serving the Most High in spirit and truth. Our mother, that loving spirit, that kinswoman, that sister in Proverbs 7 chapter, that loving spirit, that feminine spirit, which is wisdom, shall she what?
Shall she meet him and receive him as a wife married of a virgin?
Yeah, because this wisdom is what happens when we are joined unto the Most High. Married meaning joined unto.
Right.
So when we have this wisdom and we're serving the Most High in spirit and in truth, shalom to the brother Amath. Hey, Matban Yasha Alaban Aparium, Shalom to you, Akya, Yahabah Shimel Shabbat, Shalom to the brother Malak, and edification for the hopeful elect of Israel. Shalom. So, us having this wisdom is how we start the process of being reconciled back to the Most High through faith and understanding. Because we know we can't serve the Most High unless we return to Him according to His standards, not our own standards. So that's the mother in wisdom. Keep going, Baba Shah. Yep.
Yep, Sirach 15 and verse 3, and it reads, With the bread of understanding shall she feed him.
We're being fed with the bread of understanding, wisdom.
Right.
So how we're being fed is from the spiritual realm. Wisdom, the Holy Spirit, is actually giving the understanding, the enlightenment. And that's from Yahweh Shai, right? Go ahead.
And give him the water of wisdom to drink.
And then we're being given the water of wisdom to drink. Now let's show that is indeed from Yahweh Shai, and that is sent from the spiritual realm. This is the book of Revelation, the 7th chapter, one I like to go to show that. Revelation 7, and the last verse 17, and it reads, For the Lamb, which is in the midst of the throne, meaning Yahweh Shai is in the spiritual realm, shall feed them and shall lead them unto living fountains of waters, what we just read. Right. So that's the wisdom, right? And the Most High shall wipe away all tears from their eyes. So upon us receiving salvation, we would have received that last part. All tears being wiped away from our eyes. Now, right now, we're still in captivity. We're still in sorrow, right? There's still bitterness, serving out the end of this punishment that the Most High gave unto us. But we are at the end. That's what's encouraging, is that we're at the end for you Israelites, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You are the 12 tribes of Israel. You are the true people of God. So you actually have a chance. You got it, Akya.
Yep. Got the book of Sirach 15?
We pretty good there.
All right, fine.
Yep. You had something.
Yeah, I got something. The book of Isaiah, chapter 40, I'm starting verse 10, but verse 11 is the point. Behold, the Adonai Yahweh will come with strong hand, which is Yahweh Shai, and his arm shall rule for him. Behold, his reward is with him, and his work before him. He shall feed his flock like a shepherd. You know, as we're going into, with what? With his wisdom, it's not your understanding. He shall gather the lambs with his arm and carry them in his bosom, and shall gently lead those that are with young. All right, and ultimately, going to what? Being saved in the church, man, going to the kingdom. And right now, we are being gathered, man. All right, coming back to our heritage. Okay, and that flock, we understand what is the nation of Israel, starting with the elect.
That's right. So this wisdom, us desiring this wisdom, right, is going to have a reward. And that end result is going to be salvation to the elect. That's what we're laboring in hopes of, is being of the elect. Now this is the book of Isaiah 26. Is to add to the brother, Isaiah 26 and 20, it says, come my people, enter thou into thy chambers, which are the chariots the brother speaking about, and shut thy doors about thee, hide thyself as it were for a little moment, until the indignation be overpassed. That's the destruction. So the destruction is coming. The elect have to be delivered, right? Before the seven trumpet, in order to make it out of here. So as time is waning and it's running out, those promises are still going to make it to the believers that were preordained. And that's what our purpose is to come out here and do our part to gather the remnant, whether far or near. Because a person could watch the lessons and be in another country and actually hear it and adhere to it, and they could convert and be healed. Or they could be here. People continuously see men that go out and teach his word wherever they may be in the world, teaching the word. And guess what? That brings believers in, right? Over time, you'll see more and more believers come in, and more comment boards get filled up, because the job is not done yet, right? The job is not done yet. So we want to enter into those chambers, right? We can go back to it.
Yep. It's the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 2, and verse 3. And it reads, I brought you up with gladness, but with sorrow and heaviness have I lost you. For you have sinned before the outer one your power, and done that thing that is evil before him.
Yep. And that's what continues to go on, evil, in the sight of the Most High. Right. The Lord spoke, the Most High spoke about how our people do evil unto his face, continually, even unto this day. And that is the separation between God and man. It's sin, it's evil, wickedness, vice, right? That's the difference. Now I have this. This is Wisdom of Solomon 6. And I'll start at verse 15. I'll start at 14. It says, whoso seeketh her early, speaking of wisdom, shall have no great travail. So desiring wisdom and returning to the Most High is how you're going to be protected. That's how you're not going to have no great travail. Right. Because the scriptures tell us that the mighty men in the times we're coming into are going to be like women having a child. Wisdom of Solomon 6 and 14. Whoso seeketh her early, speaking of wisdom, shall have no great travail. For he shall find her sitting at his doors. And what is the doors? Our mind. Right? So Yahweh Shai, as we read, who's the one that's feeding the elect with his wisdom, hey, that's going to be him sitting at your doors, giving you the ability to have protection through the Holy Spirit. To think, therefore, upon her, we spoke about wisdom being her, is perfection of wisdom. So the mere thought upon wisdom and desiring wisdom is the perfection, right? And whoso watches for her wisdom shall quickly be without care. So she's your mother. She's going to be there to nurse you and to allow for you to heal and go through the process of reconciliation, as we spoke about, right? Wisdom is the only thing that can do it. Wisdom is the only thing that can be that ointment to you, to give you that healing and understanding and love. It's like a mother. For she goeth about seeking such are as worthy of her. So wisdom is looking for righteous souls, righteous men, right. Ultimately for the elect that were preordained. Let me read that again. For she goeth about seeking such as are worthy of her. So not anyone can obtain this wisdom. You have to be worthy to receive this wisdom. Showeth herself favorably unto them in the ways, and meeteth them, it says, in every thought. Wisdom gonna meet you in every thought, meaning this is what's gonna allow for you to become cleansed, to be able to receive more wisdom. Verse 17, it says, for the very true beginning of her is a desire of discipline. So all the disciples have to have wisdom in order to have discipline, to be disciples, followers of the anointed, which in that word Christian, right, Christos, which is Christ. Christians are followers of the anointed, which are the Israelites, is following him today. For the very true beginning of her is the desire of discipline, and the care of discipline is love, and love is what? Keeping the commandments. Verse 18, and love is the keeping of her laws, and the giving heed unto her laws is the assurance of incorruption. That's the only way you can be assured that the Most High is actually going to be with you, because you're actually considering him. That's how this works. We're almost there. Verse 19, and incorruption maketh us near unto the Most High, meaning living a life less of sin. That means to rehearse the righteous acts, right? So it says, and incorruption maketh us near unto the power. Therefore, the desire of wisdom bringeth to a kingdom. So if you ain't desiring this truth, there's no way you're going to receive the kingdom of heaven. It's impossible. It's impossible. The Most High is not dealing with you if you ain't desiring His wisdom. If you're not seeking to please Him, as it says in Wisdom of Solomon 9. You got it, okay?
Yep. Back to the book of Sirach, chapter 2 and verse 4. But what shall I know? But what shall I now do unto you? I am a widow forsaken, go your way of my children, ask mercy of the outer one. As for me, O Father, I call upon thee for a witness over the mother of these children.
Yep, the mother of these children. See, now, when it goes back into wisdom, is likens her unto a mother.
Right.
Right? So wisdom is once again the mother of these children. So if we don't have this wisdom, then we're truly not in relationship with the Most High. If we don't have the wisdom, there's no way that we can be married to the Most High, as we're identifying through these precepts. So that's the mother, right? So wisdom is supposed to be our woman.
Yep.
Wisdom is like metaphorically our woman. That's the love and the desire we have for her, which is supposed to be above all things, because that shows that we really love the Most High, right? That's why I said that the desire of wisdom bring him to a kingdom. That's why I said that, because if we don't desire this wisdom and put our whole heart into serving the Most High by way of His truth, then there's no way that we can get the promises. It's set up that way on purpose. You got something?
Yeah. You know, it's laying back off, ultimately that wisdom is likened to what? A mother, right? 2nd Esdras 13, verse 54, and also a woman. For thou hast forsaken thine own way, and applied thy diligence unto my law, and sought it. Thy life has thou ordered in wisdom, and has called understanding thy mother. All right, and what does a mother do? You know, ultimately, what? Comforts you. All right, nourish you up. Okay?
Yeah, beautiful. Shalom to Yawanathan.
Hey, shalom.
And to the brother Yehuda.
Shalom.
Hey, Barakatah Yahabashim Rashah. And Justin Violetti, and the Most High is going to destroy you, right? The Most High is going to destroy you. Now, beautiful. So that's the separation, as we always say. So it makes it clear, the more we grow in this thing, well, who's actually dwelling with wisdom and who's not. Right. Because I'll get it, quoted it, but I'll go ahead and get it. Or you can get from me Wisdom Solomon 7:28 real quick.
I was in spirit, yeah. I was just looking at it. Yeah.
Since I was just a 6, we can go to 7.
I got you. Yeah, this is a book of wisdom.
And we'll read down to the bottom.
Okay, fine.
Yep.
Wisdom of Psalm chapter 7 and verse 28. And it reads, for out of one Yahweh loveth none but him that dwelleth with wisdom.
So that makes it all make sense. So those that are joined with wisdom now can be friends of the Most High and His Son. If you don't have this wisdom, you can't be a friend. Read that one more time.
Wisdom of Solomon chapter 7 and verse 28. For out of one Yahweh loveth none but him that dwelleth with wisdom.
He only loved those that dwell with wisdom. John 15 and 15, the words of Yahweh Shai, and it reads, henceforth I call you not servants, for the servant knoweth not what his outer one doeth, but I have called you friends, for all things that I have heard of my Father, whose name is Yahweh, I have made known unto you. Right? So that's how we become friends. Amos 3 and 7 real quick. Right? So how do we become friends? It's through this wisdom. That's how we become a friend of the Most High. Right? Through Israel, his woman, having wisdom, which is the only way that his woman can serve him. Amos 3 and 7. Surely the Adawan Yahweh will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants, the prophets. So and then those that are hearkening unto the believers are those who are a part of this, who are in this house. Matter of fact, let me double down on that through the Spirit. Give me Daniel 12 and 3 and 4 to add to that. A few that come to mind.
Yes, book of Daniel chapter 12, verse 3, and it reads, and they that be wise shall shine as the brightness of the firmament.
Yep.
And they that turn many to righteousness.
Those that turn many to righteousness. So what are the men of the Lord out doing?
Right. Prophesying, man.
They're out here prophesying, and through prophesying, giving an understanding and allowing for the believers to come into the Lord's house. Right. To truly come into His house. Right? Not to be in the ways of the world, not to be confused anymore. Go ahead. Those that turn many to righteousness.
God. And they that turn many to righteousness as the stars forever and ever.
They're going to shine forever and ever. So that's what comes into desiring wisdom and receiving it and believing it and having faith. Because that wisdom is actually going to convert you into a faithful believer. Right. So it's not the wisdom, you ain't getting it for no reason. You ain't getting it for no reason. The wisdom's going to turn you into a faithful believer. Right? It's the conversion of simplicity to being wise. It's through wisdom. No other way can you do that. No other way can you serve the Most High. So that makes it real clear. Then why we are desiring it. Some people ask me, we always see y'all out here, all the time, and so on and so forth, every so often. Well, it's because we desire wisdom because we want the kingdom.
Right.
That's the reason why, right? So the pork chop eating pastors, who a lot of our people went in today on Sunday, right, on Sun Worship Day, to go and try to, make a through, to go and try to make, yes, it's through, to go and try to make, a sacrifice of the Most High, but it's all in vain on your Sunday worshiping and all these different whacked out belief structures. Well, the Most High is not going to honor that according to His word. You read Amos the 5th. He ain't honor that Amos the 5th chapter. He's not honoring none of that. That's wickedness. So you're going to have to come the way He set it up, which is through His men. That's what it just told us. Read that again.
Yeah, Daniel chapter 12, verse 3.
Yep.
And they that be wise shall shine as the brightness of the firmament.
Yeah, and the Most High set His men up, which are the true wise men. Go ahead.
Yep, that's, ultimately what? Let your light show shine before men, man.
That's right.
And they that turn men to righteousness.
Because these men are turning many to righteousness. They ain't out trying to finesse them for money, giving them these made-up sermons, teaching them lies, not bringing them back to the commandments. No, they're turning you back. The men of the Lord are turning you back to the Bible, to the commandments. That's what it means to turn many to righteousness. Go ahead.
Men to righteousness as the stars forever and ever.
And so those that are doing this, and doing this in truth and sincerity, that were chosen, and those that receive it, well, they're going to be one and the same. They're going to get the same reward. Right? So the brother Aria was sending me a message earlier, speaking about, the parable of the penny. He was talking about how we're all laboring, the big brother Aria, for that penny. Right? So all of us going to receive the same. Let's show that Hebrews, the 4th chapter. We all going to receive the same reward. We're going to start at the top. We all going to receive the same reward. We just got different offices and different functions within the body. But the reward is going to be the same for an unnumbered multitude.
And that also proves that it doesn't matter. You've been out here 50, 40, 30 years.
Doesn't matter.
But ultimately, same reward has been what? Being beaten up in the church.
That's right.
That's right. That's ultimately what it comes down to.
I'm glad the brother said that while he's getting that. It also shows that, hey, what's going on, brother? It also shows, on another note, that it doesn't matter about how long you've been out here, because one day to the Lord is 1,000 years. Man. So 1 hour to the Lord is over 41 years, 41 and a half years, almost 42 years. So that shows you that ain't no time in the sight of the Most High. That's why we shouldn't be boasting and bragging about that, or giving men all this praise because of how long they've been teaching. Well, hey, that's commendable to be out here doing that, but all of that is in measure, right? Which is, well, ultimately, a man that's laboring in truth and sincerity still got to endure to the end.
That's right.
That's the actual prerequisite in order to receive the prize. So we can't then supersede the Most High and say, well, yeah, boom. Well, I automatically know, well, this man can teach so good that he got to be him and all. Well, I mean, he could be or he could not, because there's been men that was in the faith for many years and then fell away.
Yeah.
Right? So everybody has to fulfill their lot, which is enduring to the end. All of us.
Yep.
You got it, Akia.
Hebrews chapter 4, verse 1.
Yep.
Let us therefore fear, lest a promise being left us of entering to his rest, any of you should seem to come short of it.
And enter into his rest is this Philippians 4:7, the peace that surpasses all understanding. We don't want to come short of that, it says. Right. So if we are not doing what the Most High say in laboring in spirit and the truth and serving him sincerely, we're gonna come up short. Right. Meaning you gonna almost make it but don't make it. Or you're gonna fade when adversity comes. You're gonna fade in the day of adversity, right? Meaning you really didn't believe. So we have to be locked on and have our eyes single, right, which is being locked on the word and move according to the scriptures. Go ahead.
God. Verse 2. For unto us was the gospel preached it.
Yep, go ahead.
As well as unto them.
So there's no excuse. Everybody is hearing it. Go ahead.
But the word preached it did not profit them, not being mixed with faith in them that heard it.
That's the difference. So that's always the difference between someone that believes and don't believe is just faith. And that's a gift from the Most High, Ephesians 2:8. Right. So that's another line, right? That's another line. That's another line of demarcation. What separates one thing from another? The believers got faith because the Most High gifted them. Let's show that the Most High gifted. Give me Ecclesiasticus 1:14. Should be 1:14. The difference is faith. Right. Who believes and who don't is because God gave some people faith, and He gave and others He didn't. The Bible tells you God have those that He likes best. Man. So that would prove that.
Right. And also we use like CD Jakes, they always say, well, I love the Lord. But like where's the fear?
Right, where's the fear?
Like where's the fear? Because the Most High says, ultimately he called every man to do what? Fear him, man.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Sirach 1:14.
Yep.
to fear the outer one, Yahweh, is the beginning of wisdom.
That's the beginning of wisdom. What we're talking about. How do we obtain this wisdom, which is heard, which is likened unto our mother? Go ahead.
And it was created with the faithful in the womb.
There you go.
Right? Preordained, man.
So the elect had this from the beginning, right? As it says in Jeremiah 1 and 5. You can get that if you want.
Yeah.
You know, you can break it down. Right? So the elect had that from the beginning. They was created with the faithful in the womb. So it was nothing that you did to actually receive it. And it's nothing you can do to actually obtain it. It has to be given through the Most High. Now, there is a process and a methodology to, you know, desiring wisdom and the Most High seeing that you are worthy of it. Because talked real earlier about wisdom is going to be made to known to them that are worthy of her. Because there's a lot of men are not worthy of wisdom.
Right.
Because they'll come and get the knowledge of certain things, but they ain't going to stay with it. They ain't going to endure. So then you're not worthy of wisdom. Right? If when adversity come or some things happen that you might not like, right? It tells you in Sirach, the 4th chapter, wisdom walk with us by crooked ways. Right? And she going to bring dread and torment unto us. Now, why would it say that? Because when you start receiving this knowledge and this truth and you start actually walking this walk, then what happens is you start realizing and understanding why, the whys of life. Before in the world, you didn't understand why.
Right.
But now you start having this knowledge and this wisdom, and you understand why, because you're applying it. That's what makes you wise. And that's like torment onto you. Because, hey, you got to go through the process of learning how to be disciplined, right? How to be a disciple, how to have faith, how to endure. When it says he that endureth to the end, the same should be saved. You got to learn how to do that. You ain't going to just naturally just know. You ain't going to come into the truth and say, ta-da,
Right.
I figured it out. It don't work like that. Yep, you got it, Akia.
Yeah. I'm going to grab this in Isaiah 49. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 49 and verse 5. And it reads, and now said the outer one Yahweh, that formed me from the womb to be his servant, to bring Jacob Yahweh again to him. Speaking about who? The men on the highways and hedges, the prophets that had always been, right? In the book of Luke chapter 1. Bring Jacob again to him, though Israel be not gathered, yet shall I be glorious in the eyes of the Yahweh, and my power shall be my strength. All right, because ultimately we trust in on Yahweh Shai, which is the foundation, which is that rock in Psalms 18 and verse 2. Okay, back to the book of Hebrews chapter 4.
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna get 1 or 2 of these off the comment board. Shalom also to our brother down Allah, our reasonable service. Shalom. Hey, how about you? Get this quick one. Yeah, maybe 2. This is let me get the brother here. This is Proverbs 16 and 16. How much better is it to get wisdom than gold, and to get understanding rather to be chosen than silver? That's right. This word is better than the riches of the world. All the riches of the world, all the things that could be desired. Nothing is greater or better than wisdom, right? This is Ecclesiasticus 6 and 36. And if thou seest a man of understanding, get thee betimes unto him, and let thy foot wear the steps of his doors. Let thy mind be upon the ordinances of the Adonai, your mind. Like it says in Sirach 39 and 1. Let thy mind be upon the ordinances of the Adonai, and meditate continually in his commandments. You're supposed to be meditating on his word continuously. That's why the scripture says you're supposed to have a pattern of good work. You're supposed to continuously be doing this, right? So there's a repetition to doing it, right? And that through that repetition is how we get skill. Let thy mind be upon the ordinances of the Adonai. The ordinances of the Adonai are in the scriptures, right? And meditate continually in his commandments. It says, he shall establish thine heart and give thee wisdom at thine own desire. That's why he's going to give you as much wisdom as you truly desire. He's going to give you more and more and more and more, according to his will. He's going to keep filling you up. If you're desiring it, the Most High ain't going to withhold it or withdraw it from you, right? If you truly desire it, because a wicked man ain't going to be desiring wisdom. That's the separate. That's the difference. That's the difference. We always like to show the contrast between the two. All right, well, we're teaching Shalom to the brother Hananya as well.
Hey, Shalom.
Yahweh Shemel Shabbat. You got it.
Yeah, this is the book of Sirach 39 and verse 21.
Oh, we'll start at 1.
All right, come.
Yep.
And in verse 1 it reads, but he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High, and is occupied in the meditation thereof, will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient, going through what the scriptures, and be occupied in prophecies. All right, and this will be what a man that will be, coming back in his lot, man. To be able to to be able to receive it and go out there and teach eventually. All right, he will keep the sayings of the renowned men, and where subtle parables are, he will be there also. He will seek out the secrets of grave sentences and be conversant in dark parables. being able to go through what the breakdowns, okay? Grow into still miracle of the word, and then eventually, be able to, teach the meat, man. Right? He shall serve among great men. All right, these are what other believers, and appear before prince. He will travel through strange countries, where he have tried the good and the evil among men. All right. Anything else?
That was good there. This is I'm gonna add to that. Luke 19:11. And as they heard these things, he added and spake a parable, because he was nigh to Jerusalem, and because they thought that the kingdom of the Most High should immediately appear. Many of the disciples before thought, hey, well, is the kingdom coming right now? Like, it should be here, right? Verse 12. He said, therefore, a certain nobleman went into a far country to receive for himself a kingdom and to return. He was speaking about himself, Yahushua, right? Verse 13, and he called his 10 servants and delivered them 10 pounds and said unto them, meaning he gave them the truth. That's the 10 pounds there, right? He gave them 10 pounds, which is the truth, and said unto them, occupy till I come. So we got to occupy, be occupied in the meditation. Meaning you should be doing the work of the Lord until he comes. Give me John 9. Man, you getting something? I'll get it.
No.
I'll get it real quick. John 9, verse 4. He said, occupy till I come. Stay occupied in the meditation of this word.
That's the spirit.
Yep.
I'm going there.
Yep, that's the spirit of the Lord.
Spirit, man.
Yep.
John 9 and verse 4, I must work the work of him that sent me. It's in red letter, Yahushua speaking. I must work the work of him that sent me while it is day. The night cometh when no man can work. All right, and that night cometh, let's go to what, Jacob trouble, man. All right, when all hell breaks loose. Okay, because in that time, the Most High is ultimately going to take his man off the highways and hedges. Because now it's going to be what non-stop judgment. Verse 5, as long as I am in the world, I am the light of the world. All right, anything else?
That was good. This is the brother posted as well. Proverbs 15:8. The sacrifice of the wicked is an abomination to Yahweh, but the prayer of the upright is his delight. So the Most High is delighted in the prayer of the upright. He's delighted in those that are actually seeking to serve him and having a desire to want to please him. As it says in Wisdom of Solomon 9, men were taught the things that are pleasing unto thee and were saved through wisdom. So that is actually a delightful thing in the sight of the Most High. So then that should change your mindset when you are meditating on righteousness. When you're studying, doing Bible studies, reading, doing sit-down lessons, camping, watching videos, all that is a part of desiring the wisdom. Now, one thing is supposed to ignite or inspire another. So if you're watching videos, well, that might make you want to sit down and read a little bit. If you're reading, that should make you want to do a sit-down lesson. If you do a sit-down lesson, eventually you're going to come out and teach on the highways hedges.
Right.
So they all work together. And if you cut the chain and stop the process, you're not going to be able to do that, right? Because it's like a circle. It's like a circle. It's a continuous thing. And then that continuous spirit, it keeps you actually in rhythm. It keeps you in spirit. Beautiful. You got something else? Yep, you got it. Yep. That's how this thing works. And that's why we're here to actually inspire the believers. Matter of fact, let me show that what the brother's getting at. Yep, you got it. We're here to inspire the believers. This is the book of Acts, the 14th chapter. We're here to inspire the elect. That's a big part of us being out here. Acts 14:22, confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them. And what does it mean, exhort? To encourage. And exhorting them to continue in the faith. So that's what we're doing. We're confirming the believers by coming out here, those that truly believe. And then we are exhorting them, we're encouraging them to continue to fight the good fight of faith.
That's right.
It says, and exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that we must through much tribulation enter into the kingdom of the Most High. So we got to continue to fight this fight unto the end, right? We got to fight with all we got. This is the trial of our life. Right? This fight that we're fighting here is forever. It's for the kingdom. It's for the glory of the Most High. Right? It's for righteousness to dwell on the earth forever, because clearly the earth is in the midst of nothing but pure wickedness.
Absolutely.
Right? Pure evil and sin. Everything but anything that's good to the Most High. Everything but anything that's good. That's what this world is in the midst of. You got it, Jeff.
Yeah, this is the book of 1 Timothy, chapter 4 and verse 13.
Yep.
Till I come, give attendance to reading, to exhortation, which goes into what, encouraging, to doctrine, which goes through what, going through the precepts.
Yep.
Verse 14, neglect not the gift that is in thee. All right, and the gift, it comes from who? Yahweh Yahushua. John 3:27, Ephesians 2 and verse 8, man. Man can receive nothing less than given to him by heaven, from heaven, which was given by deed, by prophecy, with the laying on of the hands of the presbyteria, which is going to what the body of the church. All right. So every believer have his portion, man. Okay.
Yep. I'll add to that with the words Yahweh Shai said here. This is Luke 17 and in verse 20. And it reads, and when he was demanded of the Pharisees when the kingdom of the Most High should come, he answered and said unto them, the kingdom of Yahweh cometh not with observation. So it's going to be by the work being done, by the Most High's workmanship, as the scriptures let it be known about the elect. The Most High say he knows his workmanship, right? So his workmanship is going to be doing. Give me real quick to add to that while I'm getting this.
Yeah.
Give me the one, Proverbs 6, start at 1. Because there's a difference between his workmanship. He knows when the Lord says that throughout the script, he knows his workmanship, right? Now I'm going to show this, Ephesians 2 and 10. For we are his workmanship, created in the anointed Hamashiach, Yahweh Shai, unto good works. So his workmanship were created to bring forth good fruit, righteous fruit, which is good works, which the Most High hath before ordained that we should walk in them. So the Most High ordained that the elect will be back fulfilling his lot in righteousness. And nobody can undo what the Most High ordained.
Right.
So he's saying, occupy till I come. If you have faith and you believe, do what's right, and believe unto the end is what he's telling. That's the workmanship. So it's very important. I'm going to get that word, the brother, to bring that of workmanship. Yeah, we'll start at 6. It's going to give us a little understanding about the Most High's workmanship.
Yeah, this book of Proverbs chapter 6 and verse 6, and it reads, go to the ant, thou sluggard. And what are ants known for, man? Working hard, right? Go to the ant, thou sluggard, consider her ways and be wise. Watching which have no guide, overseer or ruler, provided her meat in the summer and gather her food in the harvest. All right, because as it gives a description, it's ultimately goes to what doing the work of Yahweh Bashem Al Shah, being a servant. All right, putting in the work, man, to receive what? A reward.
Yep.
How long would thou? A little bit more.
Yep.
How long would thou sleep, O sluggard?
Yep.
When would thou arise?
Yep.
Out of thy sleep.
When are you gonna come out of sleep? So our people are likened unto to the dead, right? Because their spirit has not been returned to the truth. They haven't been enlightenment. They don't have the enlightenment of this understanding, the Holy Spirit. So how long are you sluggards going to continue to labor in vain, so to speak, or to live and do things that that are not righteous or considered truth? How long are you going to be in that slumber, that sleep?
Yep.
Go ahead.
So shall thy poverty come as one that traveleth.
Yep, and the poverty, right, through the scriptures, it shows that our people are impoverished. And what makes you impoverished is that the fact you don't have this understanding. Because if you have this wisdom, the scriptures tell you, it's the depth of riches. It's talking about the wisdom. It ain't talking about literal riches, right? Now to prove that, I'm going to read that again, because the dire poverty is on our people is the fact that they are void of light. That's the dire poverty. You got it out there.
Yeah, Proverbs 6 and verse 11. So shall thy poverty come as one that traveleth.
Yep.
And thy want as an armed man.
Yep, they want as an armed man. So the poverty that you Israelites are suffering are those that don't have this understanding. So that puts you in poverty spiritually. Right? We're going to show you how important that is. That was good there. This is Revelation 3 and 18. I counsel thee to buy of me gold tried in the fire, which is the elect, that thou mayest be rich. So you have to go through this fire in order to be enriched with this understanding. And white raiment, and that white raiment is speaking about the all white garments, right? Being clothed in righteousness. That thou mayest be clothed, and that the shame of thy nakedness do not appear. Meaning, if you don't have this understanding, and you ain't have on a whole armor, and you're not protected, which is by this word, what we've been speaking about, then you're going to be naked to the Most High, right? Meaning your sin, he's going to count you with your sin. The elect, he's not gonna count their sin against them. And anoint thy eye with eye salve that thou mayest see, so you can see what's going on again. Because clearly, if you're in darkness and you asleep, you can't see.
Right.
Verse 19. As many as I love, it says. Oh, Salakia, I should have got 17. Revelation 3 and 17, the words of Yahweh Shah, because thou sayest, I am rich and increase with goods, this will be a man in the world, and have need of nothing. Hey, you got everything that you want in your heart's desires. And knowest not that thou art wretched and miserable and poor and blind and naked. So how can you be rich but be yet naked, miserable, poor, blind, and naked? That's because you don't have this understanding. You ain't clothed in righteousness. See that? So once again, that's the difference. So we want to be on the right side of things as opposed to we want to be on the right and not the left side. Because if you're on the left side, the Most High is going to cast you on the left, right? Into the fire. You got to read, bro. Beautiful. I guess we can go back to what you call them. Let me see if brothers had posted that. Brothers had posted that Proverbs 6. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me get this one right here real quick. Brother had posted that one. Let's see. No, that was it.
Yeah,
you already got that.
I got Proverbs 6.
Yeah, because talking about how they have no guide. Yeah. You read from 6 to 9?
Yeah, I read.
Okay, boom, perfect.
Yeah, this is the book of Hebrews, chapter 4.
Oh, no, we good at Hebrews.
That's second address.
Yeah, that's second address. Yeah, we good. I'll point that to you. Yeah, good one. Beautiful.
Yeah, second Ezra chapter 2 and verse 6. And it reads that thou bring them to confusion. Let's start verse 5. As for me, O Father, I call upon thee for a witness over the mother of these children, which will not keep my covenant, that thou bring them to confusion and their mother to a spoil, that there may be no offspring of them.
Yep, so that's what happened when wisdom was withdrawn from Israel. When wisdom was withdrawn, then that's how our people became spoiled, which was given over to the other nations, we know, right? That's what destroyed us, ultimately, was the Most High withdrew wisdom from us, so we didn't have anything to protect. The wisdom is what protected us. That ultimately was like a lamp burning, which was the covenant between the Most High and us, was having the wisdom. That's why today the average Israelites, they don't know if they're Israelites.
Right.
They think that they're black, they are all these different terms.
Yeah.
Puerto Rican, Hispanic, Latino, whatever. Native American.
Yeah.
They go by all these terms. They don't know that they are actually God's people because they don't have no wisdom.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when you don't have that wisdom, ultimately, as you were saying, then what? You are naked, man.
Yep.
Because you don't have no covering.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You don't have your heritage, right?
Yep.
You want a little bit more?
Yeah, we get a little more.
Yeah. That thou bring
We'll go down to about 13.
God. That thou bring to confusion and their mother to a spoil, that there may be no offspring of them. Let them be scattered abroad among the heathen, which all go back to what the curses. All right, the covenant that was broken, which was a pat agreement. Let their names be put out of the earth, for they have despised my covenant. All right, and the name Israel, ultimately being put out because we are not, universally recognized as being what the Israelites. Okay, you can read that in the book of Hosea 1, 9, 10, and on down. Woe be unto thee, a sword, thou that hidest the unrighteous indeed, O thou wicked people. Remember what I did unto Sodom and Gomorrah.
Which is what he's going to do to New Sodom and Gomorrah, Babylon the Great.
Right.
Remember what I did then, because I'm about to do it again. It's Most High letting you know. Right? He's about to destroy Babylon, this place that our people love so much.
Whose land lie in claws of pitch, in heaps of ashes. Even so also will I do unto them that hear me not.
Yep.
Said the Almighty out of one Yahweh.
So a promise from the Most High is that if you ain't gonna hear him, you're gonna be a heap of ashes. He's gonna destroy you. He's gonna leave you here for that oven, that oven that's gonna burn here in the last days, as it says in Malachi the 4th chapter. Right, that time is coming. He's gonna leave you here for the missiles. He's gonna leave you here to die in Jacob's trouble, a terrible death. Meaning he ain't gonna hear your prayers. He's not gonna hear your cry because you don't even know him, and you haven't even had a heart to want to even try to get to know him. Right, you love everything, but truly God, in the essence of who God or the Most High Yahweh is, you love everything, but He is, right? He is who you're supposed to love, Yahweh, right? Because the scriptures say He's a rewarder of them that diligently seek Him. So you love everything, but He is truly who the Most High is. You love everything else, and because you made that your refuge, your trust, your faith, that's why the Most High is going to destroy you. That's why He's going to destroy you. Right, he has no need of a sinful man, the Bible says. Right, you got something to bring up.
Yeah,
Yep.
And I want to lay back off of ultimately, as it says, it said, and I will do it to them because they hear me not. Ultimately,
Shalom to
them
the brother
hearing
Xavier
Yahweh
Citizen.
Bashim
Yahweh
al-Shah
Bashim
not is ultimately them not listening to what the prophets.
Yep.
That's on the highways and the hedges. So this is the book of 2 Chronicles, chapter 36, and verse 15, and it reads, and also 16. And out of one Yahweh of their fathers sent to them by his messengers, rise up betimes and sending, because he had compassion on his people and on his dwelling place. By the means of the Lord been on the highways and hedges, that's the Most High, showing what compassion. All right, to give yourself what a shot to make it, man. Because faith come by hearing. But they that mocked the messengers of out of one Yahweh and despised his words and misused his prophets until the wrath of the Yahweh arose against his people, till there was no remedy. And that's what's getting ready to happen. All right, because ultimately they listen to the prophets on the highways and the hedges. Okay, so you know they'll get caught up in what? In Jacob trouble, man. All right, and to top it off, you know, the lake of fire shot off from what? Russia and any other country that had nuclear capabilities.
So shunning this word and kind of maneuvering around it, it's sort of like you getting set up for a trap. We always say the Most High got a lot of people in the trick bag. So you're like, oh, I don't want to hear that. But you're really running into a trap, not even knowing it, right? This is Hosea 4:6. My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee. So that's how it works. That's truly the spirit of the Most High, Yahweh and his son, Yahweh. If you reject him, he said, okay, well, I'm going to reject you. But see, if you return to him with prayer and supplication, right, with integrity and honor and humility, then he's going to reward you. Read that again. My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge, because you reject this truth, which is perfect when you read in Psalm 19:7. I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest unto me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power, because you forgot the truth, right? I will also forget thy children. And the Most High is going to have it where if the fathers and the mothers don't believe in the household, well, the children, they don't have a covering.
Right.
So that shows you that a lot of these baby's kids and some back believes in 2/3.
Yeah, leads to the
and in the 2/3 kids in general, a lot of them gonna get nuked too.
Yeah.
That's why it tells you, like in Isaiah, Isaiah 13th chapter, it says that they're gonna dash the children to pieces.
Yeah.
In the women
ravished.
Yeah, they're gonna be ravished.
Which
So
means
think about the Most High. He ain't gonna. If you are a 2/3, then your children ain't within the covenant, right? Somebody would have had to have come out of wickedness and returned to righteousness. So if those children who would be what the world calls innocent bystanders, which there's no innocent people, the Most High allowed certain people. This is how cold the Most High is. He allowed certain people, right, to be born back into this earth here in the last days through the 2/3, because that was their lot, to get nuked here in the last days, to get destroyed, to get killed, to get dashed to pieces. Right? So that shows you that's the multitude that's about to perish because they was born in vain. So that's how the Most High get down. So we can't never have the wrong way of thinking when it comes to the Most High, because he gave us the understanding right here in his word. Jeremiah 17:4, Shalom to the brother Xavier Citizen.
Shalom.
Jeremiah 17:4, and thou even thyself shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not. For ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever. The Most High is only going to have mercy on those that return. So that fire that's kindling up, that's about to burn these people up, is for the 2/3. You see what I'm saying? It's for the 2/3. It's a lot of 2/3 behavior going on out here. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's crazy.
My man,
I don't know what he got going on.
Like my man Morpheus in
Matrix.
Matrix, yeah, through.
Yeah, then it's
Gone. You see what I'm saying?
It's like we're doing some acrobatic shit or something.
Yeah, kind. Proverbs 28:9, he that turned away his ear from hearing the law, even his prayer shall be an abomination. So when you don't want to hear what the Most High, beautiful precepts, bro, but you don't want to hear what the Most High got to say, then he ain't hearing you. That's how it works, right? It's not this ideal of Jesus and God, this white man in heaven is sitting here and he's just sitting back saying, man, I'm just waiting for you forever. And no matter what you do, come as you are. You know, you got stuff like homosexuals for Jesus, gay pastors for Jesus. That show you that can't be the truth. Homosexuals for Jesus,
that's wild.
That's what's going on.
Yeah.
You got gay pastors. You see what I'm saying? Gay, and it's a lot of them that's of the Fruit Loop community. That's what I call them now, the Fruit Loop community. Right? The Fruit Loop, you got the Fruit Loops all kinds of different colors. You got the Fruit Loop community out here. You got a lot of them that's undercover or that ain't just coming out blatantly saying it, but behind closed doors they getting pegged and all kind of weirdo stuff.
All the time weirdo shit, man.
Yeah. It's over for the Fruit Loop community. It's over for all these people who try to come in the name of Jesus and all that with the spirit of love to try to sit and say, well, see, Jesus loved and don't work no more.
Don't work like that, bro.
Jesus said, who you so-called Jesus, Yahweh said, bring them hither and slay them before me. I bet your pastor won't ever read that in church. I bet you won't. I bet you he won't read in Psalm 110th chapter how he's coming to fill the places on the earth with dead bodies. I guarantee you he won't read you that.
That's right.
Right? You see what I'm saying? Yeah. I bet you your pastor won't tell you in Matthew the 5th chapter that who you call Jesus said that any man that break the least commandments is gonna be the least of the kingdom. You know what I'm saying? But he that therefore do them and teach them gonna be greatest.
Yeah.
So that would mean that they not gonna be greatest because they're teaching you and telling you you don't have to do what the Lord said.
Yeah.
That you could sin. Oh, in essence, the church is telling our people that really you can sin.
You can sin. And ultimately, you know, once I said, don't mock me, man.
Yep.
That's all mockery.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Yep.
Come on now.
Yep, that's right, bro. That's
I got
right.
something. This book is
You got it.
Zechariah chapter 7, and I'm sorry, verse 12.
Yep.
And it reads, yea, they made their hearts as an adamant stone, lest they should hear the law and the words which the Yahweh of hosts have sent in his spirit by the former prophets. Therefore came a great wrath from the Yahweh of hosts, and that's getting ready to happen all over again. Okay, verse 13. Therefore it is come to pass that as he cried, and they would not hear, so they cried, and I would not hear, said the Yahweh of hosts. All right, because ultimately you didn't take heed. All right, on the men of Yahweh, Yahweh Shah, on the highways and the hedges, man. All right, you know, warning you. Okay, so that great wrath is gonna, you know, it'll get the people what in a trick bag,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
All right, in a trick bag.
Yep.
It's gonna be like what in a thief in the night.
Yep.
Verse 14, but I scattered them with a whirlwind among all the nations, whom they knew not. Thus the land was desolate after them, that no man passed through nor returned, for they laid the pleasant land desolate. All right, and that's up to our people, man. You know, scattered, right? Which was also going to what, you know, breaking of the covenants. All right. What do you think?
If you get on the comment board, the comment board starting to heat up. It's starting to heat up now. The last one, I was gonna get this one. Get Psalms 90 and 3, the Elder Dawadah. You could get that one.
Gotcha.
We're gonna read down from there, and I got a precept coming behind that. We're ready for that. You got it out there.
Yeah, from the Elder Dawadah, London Seer 144, Shalom, Barakayam, you and your household. And it reads, thou turnest man to destruction, and says, return you children of men.
Yep.
Right.
So you turn men to destruction, right? Thou turnest man to destruction.
Yeah.
The Most High will allow people to go. That's what you like. Go ahead and go with that, and allow you to be destroyed. And then it says, here's the contrast. This is the balance of the Lord. Proverbs 11:1. It says, thou turnest man to destruction, and says, return ye children of men. Right now, this is Romans 9:19 to go with that. Romans 9:19, and it reads, thou will say then, Salakia, page a little, bend it up. Romans 9:19, thou will say then unto me, why doth he yet find fault? For who have resisted his will? So everybody is doing the will of the Most High.
Yeah.
Everybody's doing it, I always say by hook or by crook.
crook.
Everybody's doing the will of the Most High. Right? Yep. So who has resisted the Most High's will?
Right.
Is the question. Who has resisted it? Who can say that they're doing something other than what the Most High has ordained for them to do? So he turns certain men into destruction, right? And the ones he like it best, he allowed for them a way to come back.
Yeah.
That's how God get down, right?
You know, it's very heavy when the Most High turn into a mole, man.
Yeah, it is. Matter of fact, you there? That's
In Romans 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brother posted that.
You
We'll
got
get
that?
it. Give me Job. Job 23, maybe start at 12 to go with that.
You know what I'm saying? It's very heavy.
Yeah, it is. It shows you
It's like that.
he'll give certain men over to certain things, and then others, hey, the ones that are his, then he gonna be with them,
Absolutely.
right?
Yeah, let's look at Job chapter 23.
Matter of fact, let me see. That might be wrong. Hold
I think
on.
so.
Now let's
No,
get
no.
I know what it is. It's Job. I know it's in Job. It's the one. Yeah, it's in my mind. It's in my spirit. Matter of fact, let me see. It's the one that goes. Give me 1 second. Just had it in my mind. Damn. It's 1 in 22, but I don't want that one. Let me see.
I've been out here.
It'll come back. We'll get some of these off the comment board again.
Yeah.
As soon as we do that, it'll come back. Shalom to the big brother Ariel, just talking about you a few minutes ago. Hey, Yahweh Shemel Shabrakatah.
I'm gonna grab this right quick from the brother Hanania.
Yep.
You know, as I was just, quoting, but pretty much it's very heavy when the Most High give you to to a mo mindset. You know what I'm saying? Put you in a lot of being a mo. Romans 1:28. And even as they did not retain out of one Yahweh in their knowledge, Most High gave them over to a retrograde mind to do these things which are not convenient. All right, being filled with all unrighteousness, fornication, wickedness, covetousness, maliciousness, full of envy, murder, debate, deceit, malignity, and whispers. All right. So ultimately, if your spirit's not right, the Most High just go ahead and give you all the way into it, man. Okay, you got it.
Yeah, it was in the same chapter.
Okay, Romans.
Nope, it was in the book of Job, 23.
Uh,
Should be good, 23. And we'll start it now. It's further up. I went up and looked just a little. Let me highlight it next time. So Job 23, we'll start at verse 6. Put it in context.
book of Job, chapter 23, verse 6. Will he plead against me with his great power? No, but he will put strength in me.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 7. Dare the righteous might dispute with him, so should I be delivered forever from my judge.
Go ahead.
Verse 8. Behold, I go forwards, but he is not there.
Speaking of the Most High, Job is letting it be known how the Most High moves.
Right.
Right? He's a man of war. So this will be what is known as the Most High is the chief tactician. He's the chief strategist. Right? So read that verse 8 again.
Behold, I go forward, but he is not there.
Job said, hey, I'm moving forward, and then I'm still trying to understand, why does the Most High do this or do that? He's about to answer. Go ahead.
But he is not there, and backward, but I cannot perceive him.
Damn, I'm still trying to understand, wow. Trying to understand the mind of the Most High. Let's keep reading.
Right. On the left hand, where he doth work.
Hey, on the left-hand side, the Most High is working. So when you see things on the right, just know on the left-hand side, the Most High is working too. He ain't just working on one end. He's working on both ends because he owns both sides, right? Back in the day, it was a big thing when Jordan was the first owner of the Wizards, and then he played for the Wizards while he owned them. People was like, he playing for the team he owned. Well, the Most High been doing that for eternity.
Yeah.
He owned, all of it's his team. The armies, the nations of the world, they're all part of his team. They're part of his army. They just working and doing what he wanted them to do. It's like, it's like when you was kids and you was playing with those with the little army men.
Okay, yeah,
The small little army men.
Yeah.
You put them down and you had them
Line
shooting
them up
against
and
each other
shit,
and fighting. That's how the Most High do in the heavens. He's like, okay, he got everybody lined up. All right, I'm gonna have you fight them. You kill them. Then he gonna kill them. And that's how the Most High do. So Job was like, yo, the Most High's on another level. Let's keep reading.
God, that I cannot see him, but he knoweth the way that I take. When he have tried me, I shall come forth as gold.
That's going to be the believers, right? They're going to come forth as gold. Keep reading.
My foot have held his steps. His way have I kept and not declined.
That's right. So he said he can't perceive him on the right or on the left because the Most High is working. He's doing things, and it's all working in conjunction, simultaneously. So we got to remember that's how Yahweh Shem Yahshua get down. They're working on the right hand and on the left hand. That's why it tells us in Psalm that he sent evil angels among them.
Right.
So you have to consider that could happen, right, at any time being in his flesh. Because the scriptures actually support that. That the Most High will allow, right, for you to be tried. If Yahweh Shah got tried, and the servant ain't greater than the master, then what you think gonna happen to you? Matter of fact, I quoted it earlier. Let's just go to it. Let's go to it, see if we can get a little juice out of there. Go to Sirach 4, start at 12. This is how the Most High get that. And so we have to then hear these words, perceive them, meaning get to understand it, and then consider it, and then know and understand when we are being tried through the Spirit. That's the only way, because if you don't swallow down wisdom, as the scriptures say, and digest this, then you're gonna be you're truly not. You're only gonna have taste buds for the sweet and not the bitter. And when the bitter come, a lot of men get washed away in the sea, right?
Hey, shalom a bit, bro.
You know,
hey, shalom,
that's what happens. A lot of men get washed away to sea when the bitter come, because they don't have a stomach, right, for the bitter. They only got a stomach for the sweet.
Right.
They just want to eat glazed donuts all the time and not understand that you need all types of different herbs and things in you, which is all the tribulation and trials and ups and downs and the lessons you learn. That's how you're tried. That's how you get thick skin in this thing. Yeah. So when God come on the comment board and call you a demon and say you wicked and all that, you don't let that bother you.
Right.
It don't penetrate. It just bounce right off.
Yeah.
That's known in not Hebrews. That's known in 1 John, 1 Peter 4 as the fiery darts.
Dark. Right.
Yep, the trials, the fiery darts of the devil. When they come, you just knock them away.
Yeah.
Sometimes one might hit your skin, like, oh, what's a dart? Then you pull it out, throw it back down, and you keep on moving. Then you got wounded a little bit, then you heal, right?
Ephesians 6 and verse 16.
No, 1 Peter 4 and 12 is what I was quoting.
Okay.
But you can read that if you want.
Yeah, I think about Ephesians 6 and 16.
Yeah.
It says, above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith you shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked.
Yep.
All right, so ultimately, this be a believer that be steadfast, man. Nothing be able to move you or shake you.
Yep.
All right, through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Al Shah.
Yep. Now, what I was thinking about was 1 Peter 4
Yep.
and 12. Beloved, thinking not strange concerning the fiery trial, which is to try you as though some strange things had happened unto you. So yeah, when we start going through that and you got them darts coming at you,
Right.
But it also talks about that in Psalm the 64th chapter. Matter of fact, let me get that before we go back. It should be Psalm 64 if I'm not mistaken. When you got the fiery darts of the enemy, right, coming at you, yep, then you know how to actually evade them. You'll know how you'll have the protection. You'll have the insight, the intel to know how to fight against it. This is Psalm 64 and verse 2. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity, which are the Edomites, right? Those are the workers of iniquity, who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words. And that be men in the truth that go and speak bitter words against other men. You see that. Verse 4, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect, suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. So what do they shoot? That's the darts. Those are the trials, right? That's how you're being tried. Verse 5, they encourage themselves in an evil manner. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see me? They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thought of every one of them, speaking of the Edomites, and the heart is deep. And so when the Bible says that some of our people have become more wicked than the wicked. It shows you that it's Israelites today that actually move like that on the earth. Not just dudes in the world, oh, look at them 2/3 niggas. It's dudes that's in the faith that's 2/3 too. Absolutely. Because they're moving like that. They're in the spirit of that, right? The teaching and promoting things is totally wicked, telling you things that's not in the scriptures. Right? So that shows you have to be able to pick up on that all around you. That's what it means to be circumspect. To be able to look all 360.
Like an owl. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like an owl. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. To be able to see it in the dark, right?
Yeah.
You got it?
Sirach 4 in verse 12.
Yep.
He that loveth her, loveth life.
Yep. We speaking about wisdom, right?
Yep.
Full circle. Those that love wisdom, they love life. So if you don't love wisdom, that means you love death.
Yeah.
So that's the scriptures say that, right?
Choose life or choose death, man.
It's that simple.
Yeah.
Right? Go ahead.
He that loveth her, loveth life, and they that seek to her early shall be filled with joy.
Yep. And what is that joy? Happy is the man that findeth wisdom. And I'm going to quick precept for that. It says, choose life here, Deuteronomy 30 and 15. Yep. See, I have set before thee this day life and good, and death and evil. So really, whichever way you're going to choose, the Most High already set it up that, you're going to be on that particular path. Just like he told, and I quoted it earlier, Jeremiah 1:5, I formed you in the womb. I already preordained you. So all you got to do is follow what I'm saying. So a believer will say, well, I believe I could be of the elect. And they will just be following what the Most High is saying. Yeah. Right? In spirit and truth. You got to knock out.
Yep. I continue on, verse 13.
Uh-huh.
He that holdeth her fast shall inherit glory. And wheresoever she entered it, the out of one Yahweh will bless.
Those that have this truth, this wisdom enter, those that have it, they're going to remain with it. They ain't going to have it and then fumble it or give it away or turn back. Right? Because Yahweh Shah told us in Luke 9 that any man that put his hand to the plow and turn back ain't fit for the kingdom. He made it clear to us. Right? That his soul ain't going to have no delight in us if we turn away from truth. Yeah. Go ahead.
Verse 14. They that serve her shall minister to the Holy One.
Yeah, those that serving the Most High are actually the ministers and servants of the Most High God from the heaven and earth, from the beginning of time. Right? They're serving the Most High God in heaven and earth. In Revelation 11, it speaks about that. Right. The two witnesses are the servants of the Most High from the beginning of time. They're just back now here in the last days to receive the promises for doing so. Go ahead.
And them that love her, the out of one doth love.
That makes it clear.
Yeah.
He loved none but them that dwell with
wisdom.
So if you don't have this wisdom, God don't love you. Go ahead.
Yeah. Whoso give an ear unto her.
Well, all it takes at first is you to give ear, right, to actually consider. How many people just don't even consider?
They don't consider.
Well, I'm good. I got a good thing going on. I ain't trying to hit all. That's too much. You ain't got to do all that to show God you love him. Yeah. Actually, you do. And you got to do more. Because the Most High said you can never do enough.
Enough, man.
So you got to do more, actually. The more you learn, the more you do. More and more and more and more. That's pleasing to the outer one. Go ahead.
Yeah. Whoso giveth an ear unto her shall judge the nations. And he that attendeth unto her shall dwell securely.
Yep.
If a man commit himself unto her,
you got to be committed to her. Right? If you have a woman, you know that, well, that woman's going to require that you be committed unto her. Right. She's going to expect certain things. She's gonna want certain attention. She's gonna complain like all women do.
Yeah.
She's gonna complain about that. She's gonna want certain things and want to try to demand certain things of you.
Yeah.
Well, how much more those that are serving the Most High? How much more those that are in possession of wisdom? Right? So what the Most High is demanding from you is much greater than the earthly stuff. So you mean to tell me you're gonna do all the earthly stuff and please people on the earth, but when it comes to what the Most High requires, you're gonna kind of, man, I don't know, it's just a little bit too much, man. You know, I mean, you up in the heavens, I'm down here on earth. Hell no, it don't work like that. Right? Don't work like that. That's the one right there. Boom. Oh, yeah. Hit us now. Yeah. You got the regional chariot. Yeah, the regional chariot, baby. That's right. That's right.
If a man commit himself unto her,
You gotta be committed unto her, unto wisdom. Go ahead.
he shall inherit her, and his generation shall hold her in possession.
Which is the righteous generation when you read in Psalm the 14th chapter.
Yeah, yes.
That it's a righteous generation and it's a wicked generation. So the righteous generation gonna hold her, meaning that shows that a man could have had her and she slipped away. A righteous man gonna hold on. Kind of how Jacob when he wrestled with the angel.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm getting my blessing.
Get my blessing.
You see what I'm saying? Knocked his hip out of place for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
But he got his blessing. Go ahead.
Yeah, come.
Because he was willing to fight.
Yeah.
Right? You gotta fight for the right.
Right.
You know the song go to party, right?
Yeah.
You gotta fight for the right to
the
make it to the
Beastie Boys.
kingdom.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
The Beastie Boys.
Yeah.
You gotta fight for the right. You gotta fight for this, man. That's why the scriptures tell you that. Right? You gotta earnestly contend for the faith. That means to fight. Fight the good fight of faith. This is a fight.
Yeah.
That's why you go through the things you go through. We're gonna read about it right now.
And you know how they say in the world, I put my blood, sweat, and tears in it.
Yeah.
You know, to receive that championship. You know what I mean? So there
Yep.
you go.
You give your all.
That's right. For at the first, she will walk with him by crooked ways.
This is what we all have to understand about this walk of faith that we're on. Right? Wisdom, whether you out teaching or not, your brother or sister just believe and you're honing in, listening, you gotta grow too. You gotta grow. We gotta all grow up in the spirit. Because wisdom is gonna try you. You're gonna go through things. Go ahead.
Yeah. And bring fear and dread upon him.
Wisdom's gonna bring what?
Fear and dread upon him.
Wisdom's gonna take you through some ish.
Right.
Wisdom gonna take you down through there.
Yeah,
Right? She's gonna take you to some real low places. That's just how it works. Go ahead.
And torment him with her discipline.
But that's because the Most High wants you to have discipline. The discipline is the love.
Yeah.
We read that earlier. The discipline is the love. The discipline, we speak about it often, people typically don't like that because it don't feel good. It don't feel good to none of us. But really, when you're in the right frame of mind, you realize that the discipline is actually love. Well, that's the most chastened those who love. The discipline is the love. Remember that. Right? Go ahead.
Until she may trust his soul.
The Most High have to take you through it so that he can trust you. Because you got to be trusted like Abraham had to be trusted. Like Moses had to be trusted. Like Yahweh Shai, like all these great men from before. You got to be trusted. You don't just arrive and you on the team. Hey, I'm here. You got to try out.
Hey,
this is tryouts.
You got to do a tryout, man. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then you see, as you're doing tryouts, certain men going to fall back. And you might have 100 men trying to make the team.
Yeah.
But only 53 men make the roster.
Yeah, because
you see what I'm saying?
It's not about that quantity. It's all about that quality.
It's all about quantity. It's all about quality. That's right. Most I don't care about all these big numbers and all that. Who got the biggest congregation? That don't mean nothing to him. King David took 400 men and was running through tens of thousands of people. You see what I'm saying? Come on, man.
Yeah.
Right? Those were the special forces, the elite. You know, the elite of their time on the earth. It didn't take a whole. He didn't need 300,000, 500,000 men or whatever to go fight against. No, man. He took a small number, a few hundred men, and was running through people. Why is that? Because the Spirit of the Lord was with him. See, that's the difference. That's the difference, because the Spirit of the Lord was present, and that's what we are fighting for and with the Spirit of the Lord. Not on our own, or we wouldn't be doing this. We would be doing something else. This is all about faith. You got to knock out.
Yeah. Then will she return the straight way unto him.
Did you have a precept you're going to bring?
No.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. She's going to turn the straight way unto him with them.
Yep. Then return straight way unto him and comfort him and show him her secrets.
Yep. After that, the comfort comes, meaning the word, the understanding. More understanding come after you've been tried. I did a lesson on it some time ago called New Levels is New Devils. With new levels is new devils. Meaning, the more you go through, you got to fight certain, certain levels of demons to get to the next level. And then there's other spirits there waiting for you. Then you get through that. With new levels is new devils. Them demons look a little different than the ones that you fought on the lower level because they're more clever, right? They're here to try you in a different way. They already realize they can't come at you straight up, so they got to come behind your back,
Right.
hit you in the leg, hit your toe every now and again, right? Do something to mess with your mind. That's the difference, right? That's the difference. You got a precept?
No.
We'll keep going.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm keep
So
going.
that's the difference,
Yeah.
because it's gonna give us a lot more.
Yep.
This is how we gotta fight. Go ahead.
Verse 19. Show him her secret. Yep. But if he go wrong,
But if you go wrong, if you go left instead of going right, you got the right way. Walk on that path. But if you go left and decide, well, you know, that's a little harder. Man, right now I ain't really trying to do that, man. I'm trying to live my life a little bit. That's gonna require me. If you go left, that's what the Most High do to you. Go ahead.
she will forsake him. And,
The wisdom is gonna do what?
She will forsake him
Most High gonna withdraw wisdom. Oh, no, this ain't for you. Go ahead.
and give him over to his own ruin.
Then he gonna let you do what you want to do. He gonna take the wisdom from you. So then you start maneuvering in the way you want to maneuver, and then without the wisdom, you can't maneuver.
Right.
Then he gonna give you over your own. Oh yeah, that's what you wanted. Then he gonna allow for you to be destroyed, all because you won't serve him and have his wisdom, which is the only way you can serve him and for him to be with you. Go ahead.
Observe the opportunity and beware of evil.
Reserve the opportunity and beware of wickedness. That's what we all gotta do. Beware of doing wickedness, right? Sinning willfully. Go ahead.
And be not ashamed when it concerneth thy soul.
And don't be ashamed. Don't be abashed, the scriptures say, because see, these things concern your soul.
Right.
This could be the difference in life or death. Go ahead.
For there is a shame that bringeth sin.
Go ahead.
And there's a shame which is glory and grace. Verse 22. Accept no person against thy soul.
Yep.
And let not the reverence of any man cause thee to fall.
Okay, that was good. Yeah, so there you go. So we got to consider that, you know, that the Most High is actually got all of our steps numbered in order.
Right.
We got to consider that. And if we move it a certain kind of way and we don't amend our ways, then we could be given over to our own destruction.
That's right.
That's how the Most High get down. 1 Timothy 4:16. Take heed unto thyself and unto the doctrine. Continue in them, for in doing this thou shalt both save thyself and them that hear thee. Precept of the night. That's how you're going to save yourself. First of all, you want to make it. And then you're doing this because we endure all things for the elect's sake, in hopes of bringing back the elect and them that hear thee. So there's a reward both ways when you're doing what's right. When you're fighting a good fight of faith and you're doing that uprightly.
Right.
There's a reward there. You got something?
Yeah, you know, ultimately laying back on the fact that, you know, when a man is not want to continue to deal with wisdom, the Most High, you know, ultimately does what? Withdraw it from him.
Yep.
The book of Matthew, chapter 13, start verse 45. And it reads, again, the kingdom of heaven is like unto a merchant man seeking goodly pearls in red letter, how shall I speak it? Who, when he had found one pearl of great price, went and sold all that he had and bought it. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like unto a net that will cast into the sea and gather every kind. And that's what we see in this fate, man. We see all types of people that come and go.
Yep.
That have what? Malicious intentions. Verse 48, which when it was full, they drew to shore and sat down and gathered the good into vessels, but cast the bad away. So shall it be at the end of the world. The end shall come forth and sever the wicked from among the just. All right, because also you have what, you know, wicked jakes that are in the circumcision that are, you know, pretty much that are teaching for what, you know, for their own filthy lucre's sake, man. All right, teaching for vain glory. All right, pretty much it.
Yep. Give me not Proverbs. Job 24. So start at 6. I want to add to that, right? Because this is what's going on here in the world, here amongst us daily. These things are going on, and we have to have the eye salve, as I said earlier, to be able to see these things, to be able to identify it, right?
Job 24 and verse 6, they reap every one his corn in the field.
The field is the world, we know. Go ahead.
Yep. And they gather the vintage of the wicked.
Yeah, so you have the wicked, and you got our people that's actually drinking iniquity like water, that's operating in the spirit of the wicked, Esau. Yep. Right? So you got, you know, we call them chocolate-covered Edomites. Right? Some are tares, but you have some that are just wicked Israelites. Go ahead.
They cause the naked to lodge without clothing.
And how we know this is because when you read in Jeremiah the 23rd chapter, it talks about the false prophets.
Yeah.
Right? And amongst them, he's talking about how his people were pretty much deceived by wicked Israelites. Amongst Most High's people was found wicked men. That's how we know this is talking about not just the wicked Edomites, but the wicked Israelites. Read that again, verse 7.
Yeah, they cause the naked to lodge without clothing.
They cause the naked to lodge without clothing. Go ahead. And those that are naked, we read earlier, are those that don't have a cover, don't have this understanding. How you doing? How you doing? Go ahead.
That they have no covering in the cold.
They don't have no cover in the cold. See, that's the difference. You have no cover in the cold, you're gonna get sick.
Right.
The scriptures speak about,
The old head is sick.
not just that one. That's one, but it's another one where it tells us consider these ways before we be sick. Matter of fact, read that one more time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get that.
Verse 7, Job 24, verse 7, they cause the naked to lodge without clothing, and they have no covering in the cold.
Yeah.
Right.
Go ahead.
Verse 8, they are wet with the showers of the mountains and embrace the rock for want of a shelter.
That's right. They want protection. You're not gonna receive it
Right.
if you're not actually taking heed right now. You can't wait to the very end and then say, "Hey, man, what them guys said?" No. If you were called and then ultimately gonna be chosen, you would have to come in. So the 11th hour servants, right? The 11th hour servants are gonna come in, but that ain't gonna be when the missiles is actually coming. They're gonna be coming in before that time. Now you can say, one can say, well, all the way up until that time. Yeah, well, you could say that, but ultimately, hey, the elect gotta be sealed before the missiles hit. Right. Now it talked about being sick, being in the cold, without a covering. That means you're gonna become sick. Let's show that. Ecclesiasticus 18:21. Humble thyself before thou be sick, and in the time of sin show repentance. So this will be the time now that you know and you're hearing the truth. This will be the time the Spirit will be on you to change. Let me read that again. Ecclesiasticus 18 and verse 21. Humble thyself before thou be sick. And if you ain't humble, you ain't gonna have no covering of protection. Right? Proud men don't have no covering of protection. Right? Humble thyself before thou be sick, and in the time of sin show repentance. This is the time to show repentance right now.
Right.
This is the time to show repentance right now. There's no time to wait.
Yeah.
There's no time better than the present. It's a saying in the world. There's no time better than the present. That's for anything. There's people that say, man, I'm trying to lose, I need to lose 20 pounds, or I need to do this. Wow, I'm trying to save money, or I'm trying to be better about this, or I'm trying to shake a certain addiction. But what time is better than right now?
Yeah.
Right? I'm like, yeah, man, hopefully in the next couple of years I can do this. Right now is the time.
Yeah. Ain't no turn to the Lord.
Yeah. There's no time to wait.
Right.
And if you're waiting, what are you waiting for? That means there's something there that you ain't fully persuaded of. And if you're not fully persuaded of this, you can't do this and remain doing it. It's impossible. You're not gonna serve the Most High and remain doing it. You gotta knock down.
Verse 9, they pluck the fatherless from the breast
Yep.
and take a pledge of the poor.
Yeah, that's speaking about the Israelites, right? They don't care about the poor and the fatherless, which are the children of Israel, right?
Yep.
So go ahead, you got it.
Yeah, they cause them to go naked without clothing.
There you go. They cause them to go naked without clothing. Go ahead.
And they take away the sheaf from the hungry.
That's right. So there you go. And those that are hungry are the believers.
Right.
Right. So they cause them to go naked. Right. They cause the poor to go naked. That's speaking about the children of Israel. Right. They don't care for you. So that's speaking about Esau, but it's also talking about wicked Israelites that are more wicked than Esau is. They don't give a damn about their own people. They'd rather see their people get destroyed than to actually stand for righteousness.
Yep.
Right? That's what they would rather do.
Yep. I got quick up for that
Yep.
too. Yep. Because and the latter said what? It said, and they take away the sheep from the hungry. Right? And we're saying that the hungry is them that are, I'm going to grab it here, book of Matthew, chapter 5, and verse 6, straight to the point. Blessed are they which do hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled. All right, so ultimately we have false pastors that are, that continue to lead our people astray, man. Okay.
Beautiful. The brother said they're dropping out the 12th grade 2 weeks before graduation.
Dang.
We're this close to the end,
Yeah.
and they pulling up. They're getting a hamstring. They're quitting. They're getting disenchanted. Right. We're at the end.
Yeah.
We're at the end, meaning we can see the finish line. We can see it. Like we're here, and you gonna drop out now?
And you're gonna drop out, man.
You ain't gonna receive the prize. This is the time to actually run through the tape. That's what time it is. It's run through the tape time. This ain't the time to slow up. Right? This ain't the time to slow up. The brother got some precepts behind that. Matthew 24 and 13.
Yeah.
But he that endureth to the end, the same shall be saved. So you gotta run through the tape to get the prize. How you doing? Way down here. You gotta run through the tape to get the prize. You gotta endure to the end. You can get Joshua 24 if you want, and I'll get something.
Yeah, it's book of Joshua 24 in verse 15 from the brother Hananiah. And it reads, and if it seem evil unto you to serve the Yahweh choose you this day whom you will serve. Were the gods which your fathers served that were on the other side of the flood, or the gods of the Amorites in whose land you dwell. But as for me and my house, we will serve the Yahweh, and those be what the true believers. All right, so ultimately, what choose life or choose death, as we grab in the book of Deuteronomy 30 and verse 15. Okay.
Yep, that's right. Psalm 119 and 60. I made haste and delayed not to keep thy commands. We're supposed to make haste. Meaning we're supposed to do that right away. We're not going to delay. We're not going to delay or wait or try to see what's going to happen, because we already got the end of the story. Right. We're actually living and playing out this part of the Most High's movement. We're actually living in the story. We're playing it out. We all have our roles. So what will we be trying to wait to see if we realize everybody is playing some role in the movie? So we go, okay, well, damn, what role am I playing? What role? Then you start looking around and seeing, starting with yourself introspectively, and then seeing, oh, okay, now as you learn, the more understanding you get, is like frames. The frames get bigger, and then you can see the whole picture. Then you can see kind of where you're maneuvering and see what others are maneuvering through the Spirit of the Lord. Right? And the Lord's going to have mercy on particular people. He's going to allow for them to come back in, even though they might be on the wrong path. But by and large, in general, 66.6% is not going to get it. Right? Yeah. Brother quoted it earlier. Yeah. You know, the kingdom of heaven is like a net. It brings in the good and the bad. So you can surmise that amongst any gathering of believers, there's people that's right and people that's not. Yeah. That's just how it works. Right? The Most High set it up that way. Yeah. He said, now he was talking about making haste. I see Revelation 2 and 26. You get that?
Yeah, from the now Revelation 2 and 26. And he that overcometh it and keeping my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations. And that's going to what? The kingdom now. All right, them that are what? Endured unto the end. Matthew 24 and verse 13. All right.
This is 2 Chronicles 36 and 15. And the Lord Yahweh, power of their fathers, sent to them by his messengers, rising up betimes, that's making haste, meaning right away, quickly. Rising up betimes, so he sent the prophets to rise up betimes, and sending, because he had compassion on his people and on his dwelling place. And the Most High's dwelling place is Jerusalem, right? Which is his people. Give me Jeremiah 5 and 1 to add to that. Verse 16, but they mocked the messengers of the power and despised his words. And that's what's the same thing going on right now. And misused his prophets. Oh, them niggas ain't talking about nothing, right? Them niggas ain't out here getting money. What they talking about? Coming back to the commandments, man. I mean, God is love, man.
Yes, Spirit.
There's no way God don't love me, man. Look at what I got, right? But you ain't got no damn wisdom. Yeah. And misused the prophets until the wrath of the Lord Yahweh rose against his people, so there was no remedy, right? So the wrath of the Most High is coming back on you, Israelites. Now that's supposed to be the temple of God, right? The wrath is coming back on you now because you got to get the wrath.
Yeah, Jeremiah 5 verse 1. Mm-hmm. Run you to and fro through the streets of Jerusalem.
That's when he said his people, right? When he spoke about his resting place, dwelling place. Yeah. So we're taking this torch, this light to the Most High's people. We're going through proverbial Jerusalem, which is our people that's amongst all these people. Go ahead.
Run you to and fro through the streets of Jerusalem and see now, and know and seek in the broad places thereof.
That's why we are where? We're in the highways and hedges. We're at the broad places. Go ahead.
If you can find a man,
and we're looking for righteous men and women, believers. Go ahead.
Which would be the elect.
Yep.
If you can find a man, if there be any that executed judgment, that seeketh the truth.
That's how you know it's talking about the elect.
Yep.
Right? Because they would have to be able to execute or understand judgment, and they would be ones that would be seeking the truth. Go ahead.
And I will pardon it.
And then the Most High is going to have a pardon for those that believe. That was it.
Yeah.
Give me Isaiah 55 and 11, maybe. Maybe it's 11, right? Because the Most High is going to pardon the believers. You got like 6 precepts, man. You got it.
Yeah. Isaiah chapter 55 and verse 11, it reads, "So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth." That's what you talking about.
That's a good one, but I ain't the one. Go start at 6. Let's see 6. Let's see 6.
Okay, you got ready to go see the Yahweh. Okay, God. Isaiah 55 verse 6. Seek you the Yahweh while he may be found.
Yep.
Call you upon him while he is near. Mm-hmm. All right, we know that Most High is near when what? By having the men on the highways and the hedges, man. That's that showing that compassion. Let the wicked forsake his way.
Yep.
and the unrighteous man his thoughts.
That's a man that is in the world, right? A non-believer. They
Right.
let them forsake. Don't do it. If you've been given the truth, that's a blessing. That's a gift unto you.
Yep.
You let other people deny it. It could be in your family, people you know, whoever. You let them deny it, right? You take up the mantle. You actually go and grab that torch and you keep going. Go ahead.
Yeah. Let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts.
Go ahead.
And let him return unto the Yahweh.
And your job is to return unto Yahweh, right? No matter who forsaken the Most High, you return unto Yahweh. Go ahead.
And he will have mercy upon him.
And he gonna have mercy upon you and your household if you be like the brother put the precept. As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord Yahweh. Go ahead.
And to our outer one Yahweh.
Go ahead.
For he will abundantly pardon.
Yep. So he will abundantly pardon. So we just read. So the Most High is going to abundantly pardon the sins of the elect, right? He will abundantly pardon. Give me Jeremiah. I'm gonna give me Proverbs 28 because we're talking about abundantly pardon, and then judgment. We're looking for those that understand judgment. Give me Proverbs 28. Start at 4.
Oh,
right?
Jake just stood there and just started snapping at anything, man.
Yes.
Yeah, he's through. Proverbs 28.
These be them old Jakes, man. Them civil rights Jakes.
Yeah,
Gone,
man.
They gone, man. Damn, the civil rights didn't work, so they just gave up, man. They like, I don't care, man. That's how they be like, yeah, man, I don't know what to do no more, man. They be in that spirit.
They be in that
Them old
spirit,
civil
yeah.
rights, man. You know what I'm saying? Them old civil rights, them old bottles.
He got the George Jefferson, you know what I'm saying? Like that, that no walk.
Man, you know what I mean? Shit, we out here, man. That's what we talking about. Yeah, man, we out here, man. Trying to do, man, I commend what you brothers doing, man. It's beautiful work, man. Beautiful work, man. Yeah, y'all doing great things, man. You know what I mean? I had to go ahead and do my thing. I put my time in the church. Man, he the nigga done retired from being righteous, so to speak. Yeah, man. I done gave my time to the Lord many years ago, man. I'm just living my life, man. I'm niggas being that
That's how they be, though.
talking like that. See, that's gone. That's out of here.
Yeah.
That's out of here. You got it, Akya.
Yeah, he called Proverbs 28 and verse 28.
Proverbs 28, we'll start at 4.
God. And it reads, Proverbs 28 verse 4, they that forsake the Lord, praise the wicked.
So you got to remember, if you're not considering the Most High's laws, then you're upholding and you're praising wickedness. You can't serve two masters. You're gonna love one or hate the other. So you're serving somebody. So if you're not serving the Most High God according to His word, then you serving Satan. It can be no in between. Read that again. There's no in between with the Most High.
Proverbs 28 and verse 4.
But in the niggas' mind, it's an in between. Well, so they said the Most High won't do good nor evil. They believe He's neutral. So if he ain't gonna do good or evil, then you believe the Most High is wishy-washy. Then He's sometime. Now, hell no. Go ahead.
Right. They that forsake the law, praise the wicked.
If you forsake the law, you praising wickedness. Go ahead.
But such as keep the law, contend with them.
That shows who's fighting the good fight of faith, the Apostle Paul said. That's who's contending with sin, with wickedness, with Satan, with Esau. They're actually fighting like the Most High said we had to do. Through much tribulation. Go ahead.
God. And it reads, for evil men understand not judgment.
Yep, evil men understand not judgment. So the Lord said He's seeking those that have judgment, righteous, wise judgment. Right? Go ahead.
But they that seek the Yahweh understand all things.
That's the difference between a man that's evil, that's not righteous, and a man that have this understanding. Right. They that seek the Lord, they got understanding of all things. Meaning they got this knowledge. The Most High has opened their mind to the truth. Right? They heard Yahweh Shai knock at the door, they opened the door. And then they walked in and they stayed there. And they never looked back. They didn't never go back to the door like, man, I don't know if you put their foot back out like, man, I don't know. Some things about out there. Look, no, there's nowhere to go.
Right.
There's nowhere to go. There's nowhere to hide. This is it. Yeah. Right? And if this ain't good enough, then that means that the Most High is not for you. The truth ain't for you, the Most High is not for you. Because the truth is the only thing that's going to allow for you to start the process of actually doing what the Most High requires to make it. That's what we're here to tell you each and every time. That's what we're here to tell you.
Yep.
That was it, right?
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Boom. Bro's got a few more. 2 Samuel 22 and 44. Thou also hast delivered me from the strivings of my people. Thou hast kept me to be head, it says, of the heathen, a people which I knew not shall serve me. That's right. Because the scriptures also speak about people that were not called by his name. People I knew not, it says, shall serve me. You can get a Luke 18.
Yeah, Luke 18 and verse 8. I tell you that he will avenge them speedily. Already talking about Yahweh Shai. Nevertheless, when the Son of Man cometh, shall he find faith on the earth. All right, and the ones that will be having faith will be who the elect man. All right, and the Most High will avenge, serve the prophets.
Hey, that's right, brother. You're not half pregnant. And yeah, for whoever this person is, show, he lies, Shagabash, he buy, whatever your name is. Hello guys, what's the subject? The subject is, if you are an Edomite, a so-called white person, and the Most High is going to destroy you. And if you are the heathen, then you're going to be the slaves to the Israelites in the kingdom. That's the subject for tonight. On your page, I don't know if you are, but you're looking like an Edomite. You know, but we'll leave it at that. Yeah. But if you are a so-called white person, you know, that means you're an Edomite, right? And you're of Edomite descent, so to speak. Whether you call yourself European, white, redneck, whatever you call yourself, Russian, whatever, Poland, whatever, Polish, Ukrainian, whatever you go by, if your ancestors are of, right, Abraham, Isaac, and then Esau, your ass is grass. Like I always say, if you are Edomite, take your hand, stick it between your legs, and kiss your ass goodbye, because you're done. Yeah. That's the subject always. If you're an Edomite, you're through. If you're of the other nations, you're non-Israelite, that's not of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Americans, which is the seed line of Jacob, scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, you're through. If you are a two-thirds Israelite, two-thirds of God's people, you're not going to make it. You're through. You're through, man. So that's what the subject is. The subject is the elect. Because if you're a non-Israelite, or if you're an Israelite that ain't going to repent and return to the commandments, the Most High is going to cremate you. He's going to melt your dreams here in Babylon, anywhere you are on the earth. That's the subject for tonight, right? I don't know where that's going to lead you, and you probably might not have much to say after that, but that's the subject, my man, right? Hopefully we answered your question. Now, you can get Revelation 3:16. I'll get the last one, Proverbs 26.
Yeah, Verse 3:16 from the brother Xavier Citizen. So then, because thou art lukewarm, this is a person that is what, in between, and neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth. Why? Because you have because you are what? Unprofitable to the Most High, man. All right? You're not serving a purpose. Okay? You're just in a way. All right? So the Most High ultimately, you know, he will give that lot to another man, to another believer.
Matter of fact, let's show what makes you lukewarm. This is James 1:8. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. See? It's like water moving, right? There's instability there with water. So it can move this way, that way. It's not stable. So a man that's double-minded is unstable in all his ways. Let's keep reading. James 4:8. Draw nigh to the power, and he will draw nigh to you. Cleanse your hearts, ye sinners, and purify your hearts, ye double-minded. So a man that's double-minded is a man that don't have integrity. He's not going to stand on truth. He's going to kind of be here and a little bit of there. He's going to say, yeah, man, the Israelites got a lot of truth, man, but I was listening to Farrakhan too. I know men like that. I have known men like that, right? Yeah, I believe it's the truth of that, but man, I mean, the church, man, you know, I go to church, man, I get a good feeling. I know dudes like that too. I knew one guy that I used to know back in the day. He was actually a good friend of mine some time ago. Now I've been here for 15 years. Going back, the first person I met actually 15 years ago. And what happened is, he ended up years later. He knew that I taught, and he came out to the camp a few times. But he used to go to church a lot. And he ended up getting in this real bad car accident. And his leg got crushed, and he had to have a rod put in his leg and learn how to walk again. And during the time when he was hurt, guess what he was doing? He was reaching out to me. Hey man, come tell me about the Israelites, man. Yeah. So I would come to him, visit him in the hospital when he was home, visit him. And then over time, after he learned how to walk again, I'd come over there, read the scriptures to him. I was watching the lesson, man. It was powerful, man. Y'all brothers was doing y'all thing. Ultimately, once he got healed, Jake got his money that he got from the settlement. Jake just went on back in the world. And I remember seeing him over time, and I remember him telling me, man, you know, I don't know, man. I just like going to church, man. It's just something that made me feel good. So I said, look, man, I understand. And why do I understand? Hey, because the scriptures make it clear, right? So if this gospel's here, it's here to them that are lost. So we understand these things. So it was like, I wasn't mad at him. I just started talking to him. Then years later, I remember him seeing me. He was like, hey, man, you know, like, I don't never hear from you or nothing. I'm like, yeah, man, we on two different paths. I'm kind of going this way. It seemed like you going that way. But when Jake was down and out, the Bible says there's a forgetfulness of affliction in the day of prosperity, right? So when he was going through, when he was low and he was in the valley, he was listening. He was on it. See, that's how the Most High does that with chastity. He was being chastened by the Lord, and he was actually wanting to hear. And then once Jake got back to, he's like, shit, I'm good. I'm about to go ahead and do me, and he turned away. But that ultimately it wasn't for him, right? It wasn't for him. Now people like that, I don't even see them no more. You know, I used to come across them every now and again. Now I haven't seen him in maybe 5 years, 6 years. And he don't live that far away. We live probably 20 minutes away from each other. Right. But when you're on a different path than someone, that proves it. He on one path, and you know, we're on another. Lord willing, we are the elect. Right? We endure to the end. Yet wishy-washy. That's right, brother. It's like a dog returned to his vomit. You got something you can bring it now.
Yeah, Proverbs 26 verse 11, as a dog returned to his vomit, so a fool returned to his folly. All right, and that's a man that is what had taken his hand from the plow. You know, book of Luke 9:62.
Yep, so that's a dog.
Yep.
Says return to his vomit, right?
Yep.
Get 2 Peter 2, start at 20 from where a dog going back to his vomit. Most High ain't got no, he ain't got no need of no man like that. Matter of fact, let's start at 19, Bible for sure.
Yeah, book of Luke, 2 Peter chapter 2 and verse 19.
Mm-hmm.
While they promise them liberty, freedom, they themselves are the servants of corruption.
Now the Lord said, use not your liberty for an occasion to the flesh.
Man.
See, so while you got this grace period,
Right.
liberty, a lot of people use or think of liberty as in, well, that means I can just do what the fuck I want to do. You know, and I'm going to do that. And then, hey, you know, hey, everything else will be what it's going to be.
Mm-hmm.
Right? They only living for today. They thinking that tomorrow ain't going to never come. Or they think they're YOLO. Well, I got to get it now because this is my only chance of existence ever. Well, the Bible gives you clarity that that's not true. Right? So that's what happens with our people with liberty. But the Most High got something for you. Go ahead.
Yep, them liberty, they themselves are the servants of corruption, for
What?
of whom a man is overcome, or the same is he brought in bondage.
Yeah. In NLT, they promise freedom, but they themselves are slaves of sin. Meaning you ain't gonna turn back to righteousness.
Right.
And corruption. For you are a slave to whatever controls you. So if you stay in the ways of the world, then you become a slave to it. You're serving that master, which is wickedness, ultimately Satan. But if you start fighting the good fight of faith, the Most High gonna put you on the right trajectory to being better and stronger and overcoming sin. Little by little. Don't mean you're never gonna sin, no. It means you're gonna learn how to overcome sin.
Right.
You're gonna overcome evil with good. You're gonna learn then how to replace, right, the way that you would naturally go about things, then to apply the scripture, say.
Right.
Now, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead. Then you're gonna start keeping this Shabbat to the best of your ability. Right? Then you're gonna start eating, eating lawful foods. Then you're gonna start actually learning particular commandments and learning, well, this is pleasing to the Most High, so I'm actually trying to do what the Most High said. Then that's when you're contending. That's when you're fighting a good fight of faith. But if you're not doing that, you're not even in the arena. You're not even in the arena if you're not doing that. Those are the requirements just to be in the arena. You got anything?
Yeah, real swift one. Sirach 17 verse 25. Return unto the outer one Yahweh, and forsake thy sins. Make thy prayer before his face, and offend less. Straight to the point. Ultimately, as we still in this world and still in these bodies, we still gonna do some, some type of sin, but the goal is to do what? Is offend less.
Yep.
All right. Back to the book of 2 Peter chapter 2 and verse 20. For if after they have escaped the pollutions of the world through the knowledge of the outer one Yahweh and Savior Yahweh Mashiach, they are again entangled therein and overcome. The latter end is worse with them than the beginning.
Yep. So now you in the ways of the world. It tells you Micah 2 and 10, arise ye depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It will destroy you with a sword of destruction. So if you entangle with the world, you got an entanglement with wickedness, and that's gonna have a pull on you. When you free yourself and you say, nah, I'm gonna live for the Most High, then I'm gonna learn how to actually fight and how to have a defense. But when you entangle, you don't have a defense. You just laying down. Right? You just laying down and say, hey, you done gave up. Right? You done gave up. I'm gonna go with whatever, and then, I don't really care. Well, the Most High, the Bible says he's gonna fight for you if you fight for him. So he's seeing who's gonna actually fight for him. Who's gonna stand up against the evildoers, against the workers of iniquity. Psalm 97 and 10. You that love the Lord, hate evil. And the evil way. Who's actually gonna stand for him? That's what he's looking to see. He's looking to see who's actually gonna be upright and who's not. Any more on there?
Yeah.
Yep.
Verse 21.
Yep.
For it had been better for them not to have known the way of righteousness, than after they have known it to turn from the holy commandment delivered unto them.
Yep, it's better to never haven't even had this truth, right, than to know it and then turn away. Right? Because that's supposed to scare the hell out of you. There's men that's a countless number of men that I know that didn't scare them. They learned these scriptures and that didn't happen. That's supposed to put the fear in you to want to keep going. You see what I'm saying? To know that if I did turn back, this would be the result. Right? That's a scary thing. That's it, right?
Yeah, let's go back to Proverbs 26 verse 11.
This is Luke 12 and 47. And that servant which knew his Adawan's will and prepared not himself, neither did according to his will, which you know his will right here. You start doing what the word says. Shall be beaten with many stripes. But he that know not and did commit things worthy of stripes, this is a man that might not have the knowledge of the truth. Right? But he that knew not and did commit things worthy of stripes, is why it says better to not have known than to have known. Shall be beaten with few stripes. For unto whomsoever much is given, of him shall be much required. And to whom men have committed much, of him they will ask the more. So you're either going to be beaten with many stripes or few stripes. So if you have learned or came into the knowledge of this, man or woman, it don't matter. The Lord don't respect their persons. If you turn away and you turn back, the Most High is going to torment your ass. He's going to put you through hell. Because what you said was that serving him wasn't good enough. What you did was put Yahweh Shah to an open shame. You said that Yahweh Shah needed to be crucified again when you read in Hebrews the 6th chapter. That's what you're saying with your actions. You're like, no, I love God. I love Jesus. No, you're saying with your actions, you so-called love the Messiah, but you're saying with your actions, he said, you're putting him to an open shame. You want him to go back and be crucified again. That his sacrifice wasn't good enough, is what you're saying. Now, when you think on these things and you understand, you're like, shh, there's no way. I mean, there's no other way. This is it. That's it. Right? This is it. That's right. I mean, you can't make this up. How could one deny the Adawan, Yahweh, is beyond me? The water Yahweh, that's right. How could? Because the Most High, he gave some the gift of faith, and some he didn't.
Some didn't, man.
You know, that's just the way that it works. That's how they could or would. Because nobody in their sane, righteous mind would say, they would fight, at least fight. They might fall down, but they're going to get back up. There's no way they're going to be like, nah, man, I'm good. This ain't for me, man. I gotta go and find something better for my life, man. What's better? What I always say, what plan of action? What's better than this?
Absolutely.
You can't find nothing better than this. What's greater than wisdom?
Right. You know, as it says in the book of Job, chapter 28, like there's no rubies or pearls or anything that can be compared to wisdom, man. You know? There's no amount of riches that compared to this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the Most High.
That this precept will be lead.
God.
Yep, that's perfect.
Yeah, this is the book of Job 28 and verse 18. No mention shall be made of coral or of pearls, for the price of wisdom is above rubies. All right, the wisdom come from Yahweh Shah. All right, there's no amount of riches that can be compared to the knowledge and understanding, because this is right here is what you're going to save your life. Okay.
You can.
Verse 19, the topaz of Ethiopia shall not equal it, neither shall it be valued with pure gold. Whence then cometh wisdom, and where is the place of understanding? Seeing it is hid from the eyes of all living and kept close from the fowls of the air. All right, so ultimately we understand that, you know, that wisdom come from who? Yahweh Shah. John 3 and 27. All right, man can receive nothing unless be given to him from heaven. Okay.
This is Proverbs. This one is a rock, I know. Which one? Let's give me Proverbs 3:15. This ain't the one, but that's just one.
Yeah, just this book of.
I think it's just rock. Might be Wisdom of Solomon 7 books, but you get that for me real quick.
Yeah, book of Proverbs 3 and verse 15. Bible shot start 14.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah.
Down too.
Matter of fact, I start 13. I'm so lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah, Proverbs 3 and verse 13. Happy is the man that findeth wisdom, and the man that getteth understanding. For the merchandise of it is better than the merchandise of silver, and the gain thereof than fine gold. All right. And why is that a happy thing to find wisdom and knowledge, man? Ultimately, once again, this is what is going to save your life. All right. To receive what? That crown. To see that salvation. She is more precious than rubies, and all things that Candace desire are not to be compared unto her. All right, so you can take the precious things, right, like diamonds, rubies, or whatever. It will not be compared to this wisdom. Okay, which is the true riches.
I found it. Wisdom of Solomon. Give me Wisdom of Solomon 8:1-5. We'll be out of here. Wisdom of Solomon 8:1-5.
Wisdom of Solomon chapter 8 and verse 1. Wisdom reacheth from one end to another mightily, and sweetly doth she order all things. I loved her and sought her out. From my youth, I desired to make her my spouse.
Yep. So wisdom becomes our spouse, right? Go ahead. That's the kind of love we're supposed to have for wisdom, right?
And I was a lover of her beauty.
Mm-hmm.
And that she is conversant with Out one Yahweh. She magnified her nobility. Yea, the Out one of all things himself loved her.
Yep, now that's heavy. So us having this wisdom is how we converse with the Most High.
Right. Yeah.
If you don't got this wisdom, you can't even talk to the Most High. Read that verse before. If you don't have this wisdom, you can't even talk to the Most High. Go ahead.
And that she is conversant with Out one Yahweh. She magnified her nobility. Yea, the Out one of all things himself loved her. I'm ready.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now that's heavy. What the brothers getting in the GNT.
Yep.
So if you don't have this wisdom, you can't truly speak with the Most High. Now, a person could say, "Well, I don't know if I really agree with that." Now, check this out. I got a precept. To go with that to show that that's true. John 9:31. Now we know that the Most High heareth not sinners. Well, hold up. So what will make you a sinner if you don't have this wisdom?
Right.
If you're not serving Him according to His word. Now we know that the Most High heareth not sinners. But if any man be a worshiper of the Most High and doeth His will, that's a man that have wisdom. Him He heareth. Right? Any man, brother Potter earlier, turn his ear from hearing the law. His prayer is an abomination. So the Most High don't hear sinners. He don't hear sinners. That's a man that's willfully going against the scriptures. He's not hearing you. So you have to actually go through the process of doing the things the Most High says to be accepted by Him. So if you don't have this wisdom, you're not even having a conversation with Him because He's not hearing nothing you got to say. That's a requirement for God to hear anything you got to say. Is you have to start turning back to righteousness. Then He'll start hearing you, right?
Yep. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 8, and verse 3 in the GNT.
Yep.
She glorifies her noble origin by living with Out one Yahweh, the Out one of all who loves her. That's pretty much it.
Beautiful. We'll go down to 5.
God. Keep it GNT, okay?
Yeah, you keep it GNT. Let's see what it says GNT.
God. She is familiar with Out one's mysteries.
She's familiar. Those that have this wisdom are familiar with the mysteries. Go ahead.
And helps determine his course of action.
It says it helps determine his course of action.
Yep.
So from there, through the wisdom is how the Most High know who to give what to, who's desiring it, who want it, who don't want it, who's playing with it, who's doing it for reasons that are contrary to what He said is what's upright.
God.
All of that, the Most High know that. Go ahead.
Is it good to have riches in this life? Nothing can make you richer than wisdom, who makes everything function.
Yep. So if anything you want to desire in this life, there's nothing to be desired more than wisdom.
Yeah.
Through wisdom is how everything functions. Everything, Wisdom of Solomon 7 chapter before that, proves that perfectly. Wisdom makes everything function. So then that would be a mind of a person saying, well, you know what? Hey, I'm trying to get on board what the Most High said, because if that's what it takes to make it, then the believers are going to do what it takes to make it. That's what the scriptures are saying, right? That's what the scriptures are saying. Matthew 12:36, I say unto you that every idle word that men shall speak, they shall give account thereof in the day of judgment. Oh man, that's the spirit. That's a brother, Nasaya Allah. Nasaya Allah, lift me up Yahweh. Would lift me up power. That's the brother out in the UK with Elder Dawadah and Danya Allah and Mashak. Shalom, brother. You got on here right before we getting off. You know, that's right, brother. Ulterior motives. Right? The ulterior motives, Jakes, hey, the Most High is going to get you. Right. He's going to get you. He got something for you. Right? He's making a list and he's checking it twice. He's going to find out who's naughty or nice. That's speaking about the Most High. Right? He's not trying to turn it into a little jingle about some wickedness. Yeah. That's about the Most High. He's trying to make it about Santa Claus. Fake ass. That's about the Most High. Right? He's making a list and he's checking it twice. He's going to see who's real and who's fake. Man. So that's the times we're in. So with that, we want to give all praises, infinite honor, and glory to the God of heaven and earth, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. All praises be to the Most High God, Yahweh, and the Son, Yahweh Shai. Honors be to the elect elders of the nation of Israel, Barakyam La, Habayath, Madawadah. Blessed to the house of David, you brothers laboring, and to the Akyam, La Akwath, which are the brothers and sisters that listen and believe on this glorious gospel being preached. And to you, we say Shalom. Hey, Shalom and Shalom wa Barakatham. Shalom wa Barakatham. Shalom Malaki. Yeah, it's all good, brother. If you could go back and check it out. It'll be a quick second, about 30 seconds, and then I'll have it posted or whatever, and then we'll go from there. Shalom to you brothers on both channels. It's beautiful, you brothers getting on here, and you got on late, but it's all good, bro. I know over there where y'all at, man. It's in the morning. What time is it here? About what time is it here?
It's about
9:30.
Yeah.
Y'all about 6 hours ahead.
Hey, show one to the brother Kabashi Nashe.
Man, it's like 5:30 in the morning or something like that over there. Hey, I in the bar, brother. Hey, we played it was your part lesson. He said greatly appreciate, beautiful. Hey, through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahshua, we pray that we're edified and we want to be better. So Lord willing, we get more understanding and more faith and more strength, more kazak. Hey, shalom and barakatham.